Better strap yourselves in because we're going to be in for a very long episode today. And by very long, I mean it was originally 22 minutes long, but I actually cut out about 6 to 7 minutes. So something to look forward to. This should also give you an idea as to how this episode is going to kind of go. So, without, spoiling everything, what we're obviously going to be doing today is catching the final Reggie, as I'm sure everyone's aware. In the last episode, we caught both Regirock and Regice. Now, you're going to need Regice for something special, and the reason for this is because, well, obviously there's more than just Regirock, Regice, and Registeel. So you kind of need Regice for the last thing that you really need in regards to the Regis. And there's two things you need to do with it. One I did off screen. You're about to understand what I mean. And the first thing that I'm talking about is you need to kind of go to Slateport if you haven't already. You need to change its name. Doesn't matter what you change it to, it just has to have a nickname. So once you have that, and once you actually have the Regice, you need to bring it here. Well, you don't need to bring it here per se, but this is a pretty convenient spot to go to. You want to go up to Mobile Hills and onto the second floor, and in the bottom left area there is a house that has a fairy tale girl, and she is the one that talks about ice cream and stuff like that. And I'm sure we've already talked to her before, but the thing is, we didn't have Regice with us in our party when we talked to her. When you bring Regice with you when you talk to her, she will give you a deal of Castelia Cone for 200 Poké Dollars, or whatever the in-game currency is, as you can see. So we need to get a Castelia Cone. Now, you don't specifically need to get a Castelia Cone, you just need something that has like a frozen item. Sarah B suggests things like the Castelia Cone, the Snowball, or the Nevermelt Ice. So if you have any of those already, then you don't really need to come here, but if you need a sort of frozen item, then you need to come and get it. So I don't know where you get the Nevermelt Ice, and I don't know where you get the Snowball, but I do know that you can get the Castelia Cone here. So once we've done that, we don't really need Regis in our party just yet. We are going to need all three Regis in our party for the last relevant thing to do with the Regis in this game. We're going to need all three of them, so we're just going to put Regice back into the PC for now. And then we're going to be heading out towards Route 120 to find the last Reggie, which is Registeel, obviously, because we just saw Regice in our party and Regirock in the PC. And I already mentioned that we already caught both in the last episode. So, yeah. I don't know why, but every time I try to go to record, I feel like I'm out of breath. I don't know. Does anyone ever feel like that? It's weird. But I could have swore that like this one area was on Route 121 or like somehow on like a part of it, but I don't know. So, like I said, you want to go to Route 120. The bad part about this is you can't really teleport. It would probably be better to go to Route 121 next to the Safari Zone, because then you could just go right to the west of that, what's it called, the sign that's there, because when you use the soaring thing, you will go to wherever the sign is in that area, and there's usually only one sign per area. For Route 120, the sign is way up at the top, and you need to be way at the bottom. So the best way to do that really is Route 120 or 121. So if you want to get here a lot faster, I do recommend 121 instead. But it is found on Route 120, as you can see. So once inside, you need to do one thing in order to unlock this door. You need to go into the very middle of the room, and then you need to use fly. Of course, I wasn't exactly sure which tile that was, so it's honestly better to use the D-pad for this, because that way you just get the accurate movement on each tile. So, I think it was one up from the one that we were just standing on. I'm almost positive at this point, because obviously that's way too low, which is weird, but I don't know, it just kind of feels like it's not the middle of the room, but apparently it is. So, like I said, we can obviously use fly here in this one spot, so it unlocks the door. Here's the thing, our strategy for this is going to be using Roserade and its Giga Drain. You have two options here if you really want to copy along with what I'm doing. If you use Roserade with the Miracle Seed like we have on it, and I forgot to take it off, I plan on taking it off, I just kind of forgot to do so. So, and it's obviously got damage from the last battle, so we obviously have to heal it up a bit. But yeah, you can do this with the Miracle Seed if you want to. If you do it with the Miracle Seed, you have a very slight chance of actually killing this thing in 2 shots. The damage roll is apparently anywhere between 43.6 to 52.3%, and this results in a 16% chance of a 2-hit kill. So that's option number 1, and this is with the Miracle Seed. Without the Miracle Seed, you are doing anywhere between 36.5 and 43.6%, so it's a guaranteed 3-hit kill. This is, again, of course, assuming that there's no setup, it has no special defensive increasing nature, so yeah. Now, like I said earlier on in this episode was originally 22 minutes long, and we're just now starting to catch Registeel. We aren't catching any other Pokemon in this episode. This is the only Pokemon that we're catching. And we still actually do have another Pokemon that we're supposed to be catching, but we can't do that because we didn't have enough time. You're going to see, maybe in about 6 minutes, just what Registeel kind of does to me. If I was recording my commentary live, well, there would have been some pretty colorful language. There would have been raised voices, lots of stuff. Stuff that I understand there's a bit of humor for you, the watcher, in watching me get trolled, but this really kind of infuriated me. Sorry, there was a... Have you ever felt like something was like, obviously not like throw up type of thing, but like something like, kind of like an empty gas bubble or something. I guess is a good way to put it. Like coming up from your stomach or around your stomach, and it's like, oh, like it's kind of what it felt like. It's weird. I can't tell if it's hot or cold, by the way. Like, it's windy outside, and obviously it's winter, so it's obviously got that little chill outside. But having my kind of hoodie / jacket on, it's kind of warm, so I don't know. But anyways, I guess what we should be doing right now is picking up my phone, because I don't want to risk lagging on my computer, and checking Cerebi, because there was a few things that did get kind of updated, and I kind of need to refresh, apparently. My phone usually refreshes, which is weird. I don't know. But so let's cover some news, shall we? We're just going to be sitting here, chucking Pokeballs at this thing anyways. So not much to obviously talk about, which is not very bueno, but whatever. We do have another thing here. I'm not sure if you can kind of hear that. That's plastic that happens to be on a CD case, which we'll be talking about again here momentarily. But Pokemon news first. Following the release in Japan yesterday, the 3 Pokemon themes that have been released in Japan are obviously getting released here in North America for $1.99 each. These 3 themes are the Pokemon Mega Rayquaza, which features the Battle Ancient Pokemon music from Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, Pokemon Friends, which features the Let's Go Together music from Pokemon Black and White, and Pokemon Hanafuda, which features the Kimono Girls music from Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. No European release has been revealed as of yet. So, I don't know why, but it seems like Europe always gets kind of shafted. Didn't they get the Pokemon Bank late too? I'm pretty sure that like North America and everyone else had Bank, and then it actually took like another week for Europe to actually get it. I don't know. It's just, when it comes to Pokemon, it doesn't seem like they get, the golden side of a coin, I guess. If you look at, I don't know, it's a shitty analogy, but whatever. So, just kind of throwing that out there, the themes are out there. I kind of want to actually look into the Hanafuda one. The Kimono Girls are always cool, so I don't know. Next thing that we can cover, because we actually have about 3 minutes, I guess. The Pokemon Ororas Battle Competition that's currently open for registration. This competition is called the Enter the Dragon type, and is only for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and is a double battle, or it's, double battle, that kind of crap. In this competition, the rules are national Pokedex, with you having at least 1 Dragon type Pokemon in your team. You can also use up to 2 of the following, which is going to make this absolutely broken, by the way. Mewtwo, Mew, Lugia, Ho-Oh, Celebi, Kyogre, Groudon, Rayquaza, Just throwing that little bit of silence there because you can't really sense my, sarcastic, like, yeah, you can really do that type of thing. Continuing on, you can also use Jirachi, Deoxys, Dialga, Palkia, Giratina, Fione. For some reason, Fione is just not allowed. I don't understand that. Manaphy, Darkrai, Shaman, Arceus, Victini, Reshiram, Zekrom, Kyurem, Keldeo, Meloetta, Genesect, Xerneas, Yveltal, Zygarde, and Diancie. Registration runs until March 20th, while the competition runs from March 20th to March 23rd. This competition will give a special gift to all who enter a level 10 Amora with its hidden ability of Snow Warning, and the moves Growl, Powder Snow, Magnet Rise, and Rock Throw. So that's pretty cool, I guess. About 2 more minutes, and then I think we can, not 2 more minutes, it's actually, yeah, about 2 more minutes. I think it's about 2 anyways. But, yeah, as you can see, this is absolutely just fan-fucking-tastic. You're gonna love the end, because out of sheer anger for this Pokemon, I kind of went ahead and gave an additional nickname, and some people might actually get a kick out of it, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, as I mentioned, as you can hear, plastic case, and I mentioned it is a CD case. There happens to be Marth, I think it's Toon Link, it's either Toon or Young Link. I can't see any other links on here. Kirby, Mario, Pikachu, Wii Fit Trainer, Samus Aran, Ness, Donkey Kong, Captain Falcon, Pac-Man, Rosalina and Luma, Charizard, Peach, Fox, Diddy Kong, and Little Mac. If you don't know what's relevant to each of these characters that I've named off, this happens to be the Super Smash Bros. Soundtrack that is to be given out to people who registered both Smash Bros. For the Wii U and for the 3DS. They mailed this out sometime, I think, earlier this month, somewhere around the beginning, I think. I'm not entirely sure. It's a 2-disc soundtrack. So, it says somewhere on here that it's a 2-disc. Yeah, here it is. On the back it says a smashing soundtrack. Red and blue. The red one is the 3DS version, while the blue one is for the Wii U version. And like I said, it's a 2-disc set, so there's that, which is pretty cool. My friend's been kind of asking me to upload the music so that way he can, kind of get them from me. And I don't know. It's cool that they actually did this. I honestly cannot wait for Mewtwo. It'd be great if I could actually record my Wii U, so that way I could actually do, actually like decent Smash Brothers stuff on my channel. I mean, I know I can do the 3DS version, but the idea of potentially ruining my circle pad and then having to send my capture card in to get fixed and stuff like that, I don't want to do that. I'm sure a lot of people can understand why I wouldn't want to do that. I don't exactly have the money to just instantly replace it. Honestly, to be fair, I kind of want to get the new 3DS capture card whenever that becomes available, by the way. Yeah, several minutes and all of that later. So just throwing that out there. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Just saying. This was absolutely, yeah, absolutely fantastic. As you can see, there's almost no Pokeballs left. None. I obviously didn't want to just be like, okay, here's the last Pokeball. No, it's not fun. You get to still sit me. You still get to sit here and watch me kind of lose my mind a little bit more, because this was all hugely annoying. Absolutely annoying. Absolutely just one of the most annoying things ever. Here's the funny part. We're pretty close to catching it. Very close. So you can't really see it. I'm doing that thing with your fingers. It's this close right here. Yeah, I honestly cannot believe what actually is about to happen. I really cannot believe that this actually happened after everything that was used. Yeah. We catch this thing in a dive ball. Of all things, a dive ball. We used 20 dust balls. We used 13 ultra balls. No, it was 6 ultra balls, 13 pokeballs, 3 great balls, 3 premier balls. I can't even remember them off the top of my head. By the way, here comes the nickname. seems kind of fitting, honestly. Why not? I mean, seriously, fuck this Pokemon. Registeel has always been one of my favorite Pokemon, but this one specifically can go fuck itself. I don't care if someone doesn't like my language. I don't care. This thing really pissed me off. So, anyways, as I mentioned earlier, there's things that we can still do in regards to the Regis. And for this, we need to, go, believe it or not, go all the way back to Dewford. So, like I said, if you haven't already done the Castelia Cone thing, or if you don't have a Snowball, Castelia Cone, or Never Melt Ice already, I recommend you go and get it. You're going to need it. You're going to need to give it to the Regice, so that way we can do the next thing in regards to the whole Regi thing. So, hope you guys enjoyed watching me, throw Pokeballs at something for like 3 hours. And by 3 hours, I actually mean like 20 minutes, which was, shortened down to 15. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. That was great. Be sure to stay tuned for the next one. We're not done with the Regis yet. Probably going to get trolled to all hell in the next episode too. But, yeah, be sure to stay tuned for that. If you haven't already, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. And until next time, this is the Poke Gamer, signing out.